Hello everyone, I am the Independent Kid, and today my presentation is about lightsabers. What is a lightsaber? A lightsaber is a fictional weapon much like a sword with a plasma blade. They are used in the Star Wars saga. Here are some of its components. This is very simplified. Down here is the power cell. This holds all the energy for the lightsaber. When you turn on the blade here, it actually loops back and feeds the power cell. Here in the middle, we have the kyber crystal. This determines the color of the blade. It's an actual crystal, and the two natural colors are blue and green. And this is the blade itself. As you can see, the kyber crystal is green, the blade is green. What was the inspiration for the lightsaber? Well, George Lucas was inspired by the movie The Adventures of Robin Hood, made in 1938, starring Errol Flynn. He liked this fighting style and wanted something similar in Star Wars. But he wanted a more futuristic look for the lightsaber, not just a sword. Here's a fun fact. The lightsaber's original name was laser sword, since it was basically a sword with a laser coming out. Here's the history of the lightsaber. The Sith invented the first kind of lightsaber. It was called the Force Saber, but one would need dark side energy to use it. If a Jedi picked it up, he might immediately turn to the dark side. To go against this, the Jedi created the Proto-Saber, but this needed a battery pack which could go on your waist or really anywhere else. But this also needed a cord to be connected to the battery pack. This was a problem because if the cord was severed, there would be no more Proto-Saber. The Proto-Saber is a little clumsy, but luckily the Jedi started using something else, Force-imbued swords. This isn't the best, but a Force-imbued sword is a sword with their Force energy put into it. Finally, the Sith invented another lightsaber. This lightsaber had its power cell, or its battery, in its hilt, and it was pretty close to the modern lightsaber. But why did the Sith come up with the lightsaber first? And why did they create the first modern lightsaber? That's what I want to know. How can a lightsaber be used? Well, you can cut through nearly anything, but Mandalorian armor may stop it. So can some other substances. But you can also use the lightsabers for combat, like in Star Wars. Here are some fun facts about the lightsabers. The lightsabers were originally very heavy, and one would need two hands to just wield one lightsaber. This eventually progressed into a one- and two-handed form, but also a lightsaber's color does not determine its strength. How were the lightsabers created for the movies? Well, the lightsaber was originally a rotating pole with reflective tape on it. That made it reflect light or glow, but one would have to keep it within a certain area, otherwise it would just look like a hilt with a stick on the top. This certain area had a lot of light, so the reflective tape would reflect light on the actors' faces. But they actually started using a hilt with the blade without the reflective stuff, because they got better technology. The blade could just be edited in later without its reflectiveness. But there was a problem. These new blades would often break in combat and have to be replaced, and sometimes they'd use a shorter blade for cramped spaces or even no blade at all. Well, can a lightsaber be created in real life? Here's a couple of issues. 1. If the blade is really plasma, how would we stop it from going on forever? Also, they just brush through each other when they hit, not make sparks and stop. What about a lightsaber with a fire blade? Again, they'd brush through on contact, but you could stop the stream at a certain point and change the color. But it seems like an actual plasma lightsaber isn't possible just yet. Thanks for watching.